Today is 3 October 2020. This is a combination of Weight of the Badge and Adopt a Cop 100 Days of Prayer for the Blue, as well as Catalyst of Change Associates. I am coming to you from the gym here in my department. I just finished doing 8 miles in a little under an hour, and I am still walking because I still got 5 more to go. But while I'm doing this, I'm listening to the intro to this journey that I'm going to be starting in October, and it's giving me points to talk about. So today I'm meshing everything. So what is my purpose? What is my mission? What's your mission? You know, my mission statement started off as a page, and it ended up morphing into one line, and that was be a catalyst of change. Hence where the name of my company comes from. Because my mission was to become a catalyst of change in people's lives, individuals' lives, groups' lives, and in the world. And hopefully on, way past I'm gone. But that mission doesn't serve me. That mission does not speak to my purpose and what I am doing. So I'm running these 8 miles. I'm dying. And it's mental. I still got plenty more left in me. But I'm asking myself, what the hell is my purpose and what is my mission? And pardon my language on this, but I'm doing this because this helps me. Because this, every day that I do this, it gives me insight into me. Just while I'm sitting here listening to this intro for this thing, I'm realizing that I'm sleepwalking. I'm putting out a lot of work. I'm doing a lot of stuff, but I'm nowhere near to where I can be. Just like with this run. I stopped at 8 miles, and I still got more to go. And I'm going to get my happy little ass back on there and finish this up, because I can still do it. So, while I'm finishing these last 5 miles, I have to start thinking about my mission and my purpose and what catalyst of change really is. Because that's what I hope to achieve, but that's not me. Me as a person is what's going to create that. The words that I spit out to people, the stories that I tell, the arenas I engage in, the people that I help, and the people that help me. My purpose is to be a servant and to help others, but it is also to be a warrior, to be a guardian, and to keep my ass where it needs to be. And that is a top level, top performance, pushing out what I know I can do, not what other people say I can do. Not giving in to becoming comfortable. Not stopping where I'm comfortable, where I'm getting a little achy, where I'm sweating a lot, and where it's starting to hurt a little bit. But it's pushing past where I know I can be. I'm gonna be a catalyst of change, and I know that. And I know I'm gonna bring about great change in this world, and I'm gonna help people, and I am going to make people see that they have a purpose. I am going to help people to find that purpose. And I am going to, in turn, continue to build on mine. I am going to continue to battle through each and every challenge I face. And right now, there's a lot. Anybody that saw the videos yesterday knows that I'm struggling a little bit. But I'm going to get through that. Just like each and every one of you that is out there, that is on one of these sites, that comes to one of these conferences. It doesn't matter what anybody says about you. It doesn't matter what your boss, what your parents, what your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your brother, sister. It doesn't matter what they think about you. The only person that matters is when you wake up every morning and you look into this, and you look into that mirror, and you have to tell yourself whether you're doing what you said you were going to do, whether you're living your life to where you said you were going to live it. To be honest with yourself, because you can lie to everybody else. You can put on your mask. You can put on your little song and dance show, or you can get off your ass, get up, and do what the hell you were put here to do. I told you last night that when I started this journey, that I was going to wake up, and not in the way that we're woke now, not in that bullshit sense. I'm going to wake up and realize what my potential is, because I'm going to surround myself with a group of men and women that are much higher levels than where I want to be. They're up where I want to achieve. They're higher than where I'm at now. And right now, when I look up, they look unattainable. But just like when that doctor told me before he operated on my neck that I might never walk again, and that I might never be able to get up and play with my kids, and that he was absolutely 100% sure that I was never, ever going to be a cop again. Well, you see where that went. 8 miles, and I got 5 more to go. Where am I standing at? I'm standing in the gym in the Arlington County Sheriff's Office where I work full time. 5 years after I was told I was never going to step foot in this place again. Do not let anybody set your bar. Make your purpose and make your mission about what you know you can be. When you look in this mirror every day, don't bullshit yourself. Are you getting up on time? Are you getting up before everybody else? Are you getting your ass in here? When you go to work, do you look forward to that every day? Or do you dredge in there and think, oh, here we go, another bullshit day. Another day of listening to somebody who has no idea what they're doing. Another day of being told how horrible I am. Or do you come into work knowing that the people that you work around, the men and women that you stand in front of every day, are where you want to be? When you look in that mirror and you're not only working on yourself, what are you doing for everybody else? What are you doing to give back, to create your legacy, and to set a standard? Because people don't give a shit about you. When you're laying on your deathbed, you're not going to go, boy, I wish I had worked another day. I wish I had worked some more overtime. Boy, I wish I had made my boss happier. What you're gonna wish for is I wish I worked a little bit harder so that I could have gone to the places I wanted to go. So that I could have hiked that mountain. So that I could have been out playing with my kids. So that I could have been out throwing that football. So that I could have walked into that cage and fought one more time for that belt that I should have walked into that cage for in December of 2012. That I should have walked into and whipped that son of a bitch's ass and walked out a champion. But I didn't work hard enough. So that I could have stepped into that ring one more time and had that match in front of my son and let him see me wrestle. Let him see his dad put on a little show. But I didn't work hard enough. I got comfortable and I told myself I couldn't get to that level. And I sat last night and I had my little pity party. And I talked to my accountability partner. And he told me, you done beating yourself up yet, son? Are you done wallowing in your little pity party? Are you done being a little bitch? And I wasn't. And again, I apologize for my language. So I'm in here now today. I'm in here now today and I'm getting ready to finish up a half marathon. Why? Because I know I can fucking do it. And because I need to do it. And I stopped because I knew at this point I needed to get on here and I needed to say this. Because at some point I need to look at it and realize that today was the day I finally woke up. That today was the day I said enough. And I got tired of living in my comfort zone. Today is the day that I looked in this mirror behind me. And I reached that point where by the end of tonight, at 11:59, when that clock dings, I will have my mission. I will have my purpose, and I will know where I am going. And in 2 more weeks, when I ascend up that mountain, and I stand there and look down, I will chart my course for where I am going to end up and where this journey is going to go. And there's a handful of people, that I want there with me. Some of those people are going to get this video today. Not all of them, but some of them will. We'll see if they watch it. It's really not important to me if they do or not. But it's time that I hold myself accountable. Just like I've asked each and every one of these people that's watched these videos from the time I started doing them. Just like Chris reached out to me and challenged me. And it took me this long to finally get my head up and to wake up. So hopefully this handful of people will join me. Because they're either people that are very important to me or people that I see much more potential than I ever saw in myself. I don't have any verse to reference today. But I know who woke me up, and I know who's given me the strength and the power to do this. And I know there's many a days he sits up there and shakes his head looking at me going, what the hell is that boy doing? I know that. But he's also the same one that sits and sees me when I am in my darkest places, when I'm alone, when I'm begging for forgiveness, when I'm begging for help, when I'm asking to be shown where I'm supposed to be going and what I'm supposed to be doing and who I'm supposed to be with. I'm the farthest thing from perfect that you're ever gonna find. The one thing that I do is I work harder than anybody else out there. I'm not the strongest person in the world, but I push my ass harder than anybody else out there. I am dedicated to my mission, and I am dedicated to my purpose, and I am dedicated to seeing where my journey is going to take me. So far, it's been one hell of a roller coaster ride, and I've got to do a whole shit ton of fun stuff. I've got to meet some great people. I've got to step inside a wrestling ring. I've got to step inside of a cage. I've got to roll on a mat. I've got to throw with some very good people. I've got to stand in front of people in their darkest hour and help raise them up. I've got to cry with widows, with sons and daughters, with fathers, brothers, husbands that have lost their loved ones. And I've got to hold them and tell them that everything is going to be okay, even though right now they don't see it. And I've got to stand at the edge of the abyss in the darkest hour of my life, thinking that I had no purpose and no reason to go on. And I said, not today. I've been told what my limitations are going to be. And I said, not today. I've gotten told that I was never going to amount to anything by the very same man that created me. told him not today. Last night was the last of these bullshit little pity parties. Today we get after it. Today I start the next chapter, because last night I put that period right there and I closed that page. Today we start the next journey and we see where this journey is going to go. We redefine this mission. We find purpose. And we push outside of every barrier. We knock down every fucking wall. And we go to where we were meant to be. And I hope each and every one of you that is watching this is right alongside of me coming up. You won't be, but I hope some of you are. While I'm still going to be there for people, and I'm still going to put my heart and soul into what I do, and I'm still going to help as many people as I can, and I'm still going to be a catalyst to change. This chapter is about me, and this chapter is about waking up out of this sleep. It's about a reawakening. It is about creating my purpose and attaining the level that I was meant to be at. When are you going to wake up and realize that you're lying to yourself? When are you going to look in this mirror back here and look yourself in the eye and start telling yourself the truth? And when are you going to live your life to the level it's supposed to be, doing what you were put here to do? Are you going to do it today? Or are you going to wait years and years and years like I did and just get comfy? Choice is yours. But today I choose to rise. Today I choose to reawaken what's inside of me, to close that chapter from last night and start new today. Stop lying to yourself. Get up and look your ass in the mirror and get to the level that you're put here to be. You know, we sit on this suicide walk and we talk about these men and women that have lost their battle with PTSD. that are no longer here with us. If they could have seen that light, they would be. Live for them. If you can't find it in yourself right now to get your ass up, do it for one of them. Go down to that law enforcement memorial. Go to that fire memorial. Look at all the names of those men and women that gave their lives doing what they love to do. And do it for them. Look at your children, if you have them. What kind of role model are you being for them? Do it for them. Are you sitting there wondering when this great job you've been waiting for is going to come? When that $1 million is going to fall out of the sky in your lap? When that door is going to open that you've been waiting for? Get off your ass and go find it, because nobody's doing it for you. Once you realize that, your life's going to be a whole hell of a lot better. Nobody's doing shit for you except for you. That person that you look at in the mirror at the beginning and the end of the day, when you wake up, when you go to bed. Are you going to rise? Or are you just going to lay there and wonder what could have been? Or are you just going to wait for the magic fairy to come sprinkle some dust on your ass and bring you all your hopes and dreams? Or are you going to sit and preach to everybody about how this world should give you everything you deserve because you're entitled to it? Let me dispel one final myth before I wrap this up. There's only one winner. There's only one champion. Unlike the rest of the world, and unlike sports, and unlike all this other crap, you don't get a participation trophy for life. You either decide you're going to get off your ass and live it, or you sit back, you buy a ticket, and you step in to the arena, and you watch those of us that are going to sweat, that are going to put our blood, our tears, our dedication, our time, and sacrifice. And you're going to sit in those stands and pay the money at your shitty job, the one that you hate every day and the one that you get up and whine about. You're going to take that money you make and you're going to buy a freaking ticket to come sit in this arena and watch those of us that do. Because there's only one champion. There's only one winner. And there are no goddamn participation trophies in this world. Not one. So if you want to step out, go over to the box office over there and buy yourself a ticket. Enjoy the fucking show. But do us all a favor as we stand in this arena? Shut the hell up. Stop criticizing those of us that do. Stop criticizing those that try. Stop yapping and running your mouth. Because the lights are about to go down and the show's about to start. And those of us in the arena, we don't want to hear you. Because unless you're in here and you're sweating it out with us, you're battling it, you're scratching, you're clawing, and you're climbing to where you want to be, I don't give a rat's ass what your opinion is of me. Everybody wants to sit there on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Saturday night watching the fights, watching the football games. They want to criticize the men and women. And I won't even use football. You want to criticize the men and women that walk that long road to the steps of that cage, and they walk up there and that door opens and they step inside. And they stand in the center of that arena, alone, with nobody to help them but what they've put into it. And they stand across from the man or the woman that wants exactly what they want. That they want to be at the top of the heap. That they want to be the champion. And that's why day in and day out, they push and push and push. They get up early. They go to bed late. They diet. They run. They lift. They struggle. They suffer. They cry. They bleed. And they stand in that arena in the center as that door gets locked. And they look across that cage at the one person that stands in their way. And everybody else sits in the arena and critiques and tells them what they should have done, how they should do it. If they had only done this, if they had only worked a little harder, if they had only thrown this punch, if they had only thrown this kick. If they had only asked for help. If they had only not signed up to put a badge on. They didn't have to swear an oath. They didn't have to put on a uniform. They didn't have to get in a plane and fly across to other lands and fight. They chose to do it. Right? That's what the people in the arena say. While they sit on their ass and do absolutely nothing. Where are you going to be? You going to step in? You going to walk into the loneliest place on earth where it's just you and the challenge in front of you? Or are you going to sit up in the stands with everybody else? Talk about what could have been and what you should have done and how great you were back then. Oh, if only this had gone that way, or this had gone that way, or maybe if I hadn't married this person, or maybe if I had done this. Shut the hell up. This goes out to everybody that gets up and gets their ass in the arena every flippin' day. My brothers and sisters, whether you wear a military uniform, a law enforcement uniform, whether you wear Muay Thai shorts or Jiu-Jitsu gi, whether you step into a cage or you climb through the ropes of the squared circle and you put on a show every night. Thank you for stepping into the arena. Thank you for motivating me. Thank you for standing beside me, and it is an honor and a privilege to be able to call you brother or sister. To the rest of you that want to sit on your ass and do nothing but complain and critique and give your opinion, pound sand. Hit the bricks and go waste that shit on somebody else, because my ears don't work for you anymore. The only person that is going to tell me where I can go, what I can do, and what level I can achieve is me. For my brothers and sisters that are working today, that are working tonight, take care of yourself and watch each other's backs. Make sure you go home to your families and to your loved ones. Tell them how much you love them and how important they are to you. Because tomorrow is not promised, and I cannot say that enough. Tomorrow is not promised. My brothers and sisters that are overseas are defending this great nation of ours, and it is a goddamn great nation. Don't let anybody tell you differently. This is the greatest country on earth. The greatest people, the greatest opportunities. It is a land of heroes that leave their families each and every day and patrol your cities, your counties, your states, and defend this nation at home and abroad, so that the people that sit in the arena have the ability to run their mouth and criticize everybody else, so that the so-called journalists can write whatever they want about whoever they want, with no worries and no accountability. talking about how this country's holding them back and how horrible it is. Spend a week in one of these other countries there, son. Run your mouth like you do here. Do what you do here. See where that gets you. Whether you want to agree with it or not, the United States of America is the greatest goddamn country on earth because of the men and women that make it safe, and because of the men and women that leave their families and go overseas and protect this land of ours and defend the very rights that you spit on. Anytime you're done talking, anytime you're done writing your little articles, and anytime you want to get off your ass and hop in the arena and stand beside us and defend this great country, anytime you want to hop on a board here, come and join us. But I don't think you will. Because all these keyboard warriors and these writers and all these opinionated folks, they all lack one thing. They lack courage, and they're full of fear. They can hide behind their keyboard, they can hide behind their pencil or their pen or their typewriter and criticize what everybody does. And you get your little awards for doing it. They're so cute. Even though this job almost cost me my life because of the shit that I've seen doing it, I wouldn't change a minute. Not one damn minute of it. Even though I broke my neck training for a fight and wrestling, I wouldn't change a minute of it. Because it's all of those things that build character and create the person that you are. Just like my brothers and sisters that are out on the street patrolling, that are inside of the walls patrolling, and that are at home and abroad patrolling, protecting, saving lives. They're in the arena. Are you going to join us? Or are you going to sit on your ass and wait for your participation trophy?